What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at a park with a criminal past in Yuma, Arizona. Welcome back, and for anyone new to the channel, this is a series where we take a look at weird or, lesser known points of interest or attractions. There are so many of these interesting spots to find hidden around every corner of the country. And I love going on random drives too, so this at least gives me a reason to go driving, even if it is through middle of nowhere desert. So, back to the prison. The Yuma Territorial Prison, and its future park equivalent, is located in Yuma, Arizona, close to its border with California. The ocean-to-ocean bridge, which, by the way, does not span from ocean to ocean, is located just to the north, and you can see California from the park. So what's the name of this park? Well, this location and its compound used to be the Territorial Prison for Yuma. It predates Arizona even being a state, and was built while it was just a territory. The prison opened on July 1st, 1876, and housed prisoners until September 15th, 1909. So it was in use for about 33 years. And in that time, they have had many types of inmates sent to prison for a variety of crimes, ranging from stagecoach robbery to prostitution. Also, fun fact, 26 inmates successfully escaped from the prison during its time of operation. It's tough conditions out here in the desert outside of town, but I guess that's preferable to prison, huh? Then the prison was closed due to overcrowding, and the inmates were moved to a larger prison in Florence, Arizona, just south of Phoenix. Since then, the facility has worn many hats. It has served as a high school between 1910 and 1914, when, by the way, the Yuma High School burned down. Also, can we appreciate the fact that the high school mascot for Yuma is a quote-unquote criminal? And the sports teams are the Yuma Criminals? It's like, what a great name, honestly. After that, the prison compound was used as part of a hospital, a railroad facility, and shelter for homeless families during the Great Depression. Starting in the 1930s, there were then efforts to preserve the prison as a state park, and then on New Year's Day 1961, the new state park opened for business. Which leads us to present day. After you park your car and walk through the park entrance, there's a visitor center with souvenirs you can purchase, and this is also where you'll pay the entrance fee for the park. Exiting this building, you'll end up at a green lawn space where you'll find an overlook where you can see the ocean-to-ocean bridge and the state of California. You'll also find a timeline of important events for the prison. Continuing off forward, you can climb the guard tower. You can also stroll through the gates, or the Sally Port as it's called, and visit the main building, which is now the museum. The museum houses relics from the different eras of the prison's operation, as well as some items from the various other uses that the compound went through. They even have a Gatling gun. There's also the chair that they use to take mugshots of prisoners, with a fancy mirror attached, so you could have multi-angle photographs, so kind of like picture-in-picture, but literally, in this case, I guess it's mirror-in-picture. Next, after you leave that building, is the old cell block that used to house prisoners hundreds of years ago. A little cramped if you ask me. Then we get to the dark cell, which is pretty accurately named. It's basically a hole in the hill that the prison is built on, and kinda like solitary confinement, but like without light, and you're in a cave.
Every visitor, we're gonna start charging 25 cents.
They even had a library here, though unfortunately it doesn't seem like you can access it nowadays. They do have a giant photo of it here on this wall though. Almost the same thing. Next to that is the new yard for recreation. It's actually kind of nice. I wouldn't mind spending time in this courtyard, just as long as it was voluntary.
Yeah, you can't find it.
In here, there are some more cells lining the white wall on the right, as well as a plaque with a great advertising pun on it. Look at the sponsor. New yard sponsor. Terry did it. If you ended up here, you must have been well and truly framed. Custom picture frame. As you loop around the cell blocks, you'll also find a bell that you can ring, which is surprisingly loud for its size. And chances are you've already heard it at some point while you were walking around the prison. Outside the prison walls, there's also a short nature trail and another small park called the City of Yuma Cottage Park, just down the hill from the prison. Overall, a nice park to visit and spend some time learning about some history. If you like historical places, then definitely make a visit. It's an interesting walk through this era of the justice system in the Wild West. Nearby, you'll also find the historic downtown of Yuma, which has some quaint shops and a movie theater, as well as a park that runs along the river, and it also goes underneath the ocean-to-ocean bridge. So it's a nice little place to grab lunch and eat. I can't read it. So, I hope you enjoyed exploring this interesting little spot with me today. If you'd like to continue exploring with me, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps the channel and all that background analytics stuff. Would you like to visit this prison one day? There aren't too many historical prisons left over nowadays, and this is a pretty good example of one. Let me know in the comments below. So until next time, see ya!